Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, and this time we are looking at my journey on the ladder from rank 9 into rank 7. A couple of weeks ago I showcased Loyan's mid-range / aggro Shaman deck on my YouTube channel, one of my more popular videos actually. I think around just nearly 1,000 views, and since then Loyan's been using other decks. So this is Loyan's Totem Shaman deck, highlighted by the Thunder Bluff Valiant. The Thunder Bluff Valiant essentially buffs up the attack power of your other totems. And let's not forget, there is a lot of totem synergy in this deck. Tuskar Totemic gives you a totem. Totem Golem is a totem. And Think From Below gets cheaper when you play your totems. So let's have a look at this deck in action and looking at how effective it is on the ladder. Going up against a Shaman here, and we're going to keep the Totem Golem. It's a 2-drop. Okay, that's not great. This opening hand could have been better, I guess. Okay. The Flame Wreath Faceless is really good. 4 cost 7/7, and he plays Sir Finley. So I'm going to assume there's going to be a bit of aggression coming my way. It'll be interesting to see which of the hero powers he picks here. He picks the Paladin one. Okay. Totem Golem's solid here for turn 2. I could delay and just play the Tunnel Trog and try and get a buff the following turn, but there's no guarantee that my Trog would survive. So Totem Golem as a 3/4 here is pretty good. Argent Horse Rider, this is certainly now confirmed an aggressive version of the Shaman. Interesting. Now, every time I totem up, and by the way, healing totem there was brilliant because it does heal up my Totem Golem, but every time I totem up, my Thing From Below gets cheaper. Okay. Abusive Sergeant there, tremendous trade value, and Lightning Storm Trog I think is a beautiful play here. It's a guaranteed board clear. I'm overloaded though, and maybe that's a bit of a problem. I don't know. Maybe it would have been better to have gone with Flame Juggler to snipe a minion and then a totem. I don't know, because I am overloaded, and yes, he does have a way of clearing my minion. Wow. Oh, that's pretty good. Hits a minion, so we get a clean trade next turn. Okay, and he's going... oh no, okay, trade and then face, sure. 6 mana. Flame Wreath Faceless or the Thing From Below? Faceless is more threatening, and it has more health. And it encourages me to play a totem as well, which means the Thing From Below does get cheaper. So yeah, 7/7 on the board there I think was the right play. Let's see how he responds to it. Let's see if he's got Hex. Oh, he plays his own Flame Wreath Faceless. Okay, pretty good. And will he trade? That 3/4? Into the 2/1? No, he's going face. Greedy. Greedy Shaman. Okay. Right, so we're definitely hexing the 7/7. The question is, how do we clear the 2/3 and the 3/4? I guess we put in the 7/7. That's fine. Into his 2/3. Flametongue Totem allows for a clean trade and hex. There we go. So we're fighting for the board here. It's really important. Our health total isn't that low at the moment. We're not too scared. Okay, now we're scared. And now we're even more scared. Wow. So he's just used... well, actually, this is a good thing. If you see this happen, it is a good thing, right? He's just used burn to kill my minions rather than to kill my face. So we play the thing from below, and we're actually going to be proactive here and play a Flame Tongue Totem. The reason being, we're sort of inviting him to select what he wants to do here. And that's actually pretty good. It absorbed a juggle, the 3-1 is still alive, and he doesn't do anything else. Wow. So proactively playing that Flame Tongue Totem, I think was the right call. Giving him targets to select, making it awkward for him. But the question is now, how do we get through this board? I mean, we can Rock Biter down his Trog. I think that's a pretty sound play. And I guess our thing from below can go into the 2-3 and hex the 3-4. Why am I using hex there? Because it's all about board control here in these last few turns of this game, because we are going to top decking mode now. Oh wow, that's so good for him. Okay, highly unexpected. That was really good for him. Okay. So maybe, I don't know, maybe using hex was a bad idea. Maybe it was a bad idea. So now we're forced to Bloodlust just so we can clear the 6-5 and the Frog and the 1-1. But what's good about the Bloodlust here, sure, it ain't going face. I mean, it is our win condition, but it allows us to get that clean trade, and that's so important. You know, we can build the board up with totems. We still have Thunderbluff Valiant as another win condition if we can flood the board with totems. Not what I'm looking for, but it's okay. Why is it okay? It's okay because the Taunt Totem is going to absorb an attack from his 7-7 and weaken it, hopefully. And there's the Thunderbluff. Fantastic. So, to attack Taunt Totem puts his 7-7 down to 5 health. Ooh, and he's doing what I was doing. He's playing his own Flame Tongue just to get bored and just to give me a selection of targets now to think, which of these minions should, or which of these targets should I go after? Tuskar Totemic may give me something interesting here that changes what we do. Let's see what happens. That's rubbish, but this is good. Look at the value now on these totems, and I guess we've just got to think about trading now.
That's incredible.
Yes, that's incredible. Well, his Flame Wreath Faceless will have to go, as will the Flame Tongue Totem. But I think this is better. Let him keep his Flame Wreath Faceless. If he attacks in again, it's taking another 2 damage. And then we can just use one of our other totems on the board to kill it. It's fine. This is a good line of play. I think most people would have targeted that Flame Wreath Faceless to try and get rid of it. But I think my play was good too. And yeah, that's the concede. It was the right play. It led to the concede. We had the board, and it was all over. And there's a streak. Okay, looking at this next game, we are rank 8 here, and this is against a rogue. So we've been streaking with this Loyan Totem Shaman deck, and it really does feel good. Okay, we have a coin. And I'm actually pondering here the Totem Golem rather than the Flame Juggler, and I know I'll get overloaded, but I do have Rock Biter weapon that I can play next turn. So I only have 1 mana next turn, but if he plays a minion, I can Rock Biter it down, so it's fine. Having the 3-4 on board is so good, particularly if you have an answer in your hand to whatever he plays next on the next turn. If he doesn't play a minion, well, we've got nothing to do. In which case, well, the Flame Juggler would have been better. because then we'd just play the Totem Golem on this next turn. So anyway, let's not think about that too much. He does nothing. Well, he daggers up, which is the equivalent of nothing. I'm going to make the assumption this is an aggro rogue. Not an aggro rogue. What am I talking about? A miracle rogue who draws a ridiculous number of spells with the auctioneer and then basically kills you over 2 or 3 turns. In which case, yes, it is quite aggressive, I guess. Backstab? Oh, SI. Okay, sure, whatever. We have the answer to it. We have the Rockbiter weapon. And we can either just totem up here, but I like the Flame Juggler. The Flame Juggler does some damage, does 1 to the face, and it's a 2/3 minion on board. Sure, the juggle may have been wasted there, it wasn't targeting or hitting a minion, but that's okay. I value the body on board. Wow, fan of knives. Okay, so this is all about the card draw. For the rogue here, he needs those cards. And now I'm going to challenge him with a flame-wreathed faceless. 7/7 on board, and I'm saying to him, how are you going to deal with it? Can you deal with it? That's not dealing with it. Well, it is, and it isn't. It's letting me replay it on another turn. But I'm overloaded. And he knew that. Smart play. Oh, and that's so good. And that's why I love Tuskar Totemic. When a 3/4 Totem Golem comes out, look at the value. I'm paying 3. So I'm paying 3 mana for these 2 minions. That's insane. Oh, spell power fan. Okay. Sure. Do we just replay it? I think we do, right? But we totem first, of course. I was hoping for a healing totem. It's annoying. What do I want to kill more here? Gonna take out the three attack. Okay. Maybe Thalnos should have been the target. It was a really difficult decision to make. Killing the 3 attack minion or the spell power minion. In the end, though, I think the decision paid off because he didn't cast any spells. So he couldn't take advantage of the spell damage. Okay. Lots of options here, lots of choices. And he's only got 3 cards in hand. I have card advantage in hand here. Okay, this is fine. I'm going to draw 1 card here. That 0/3 is probably not going to survive into the next turn, the Manatide Totem, but I drew a card from it, I'm happy with that. It also discounted my thing from below, so that was important too. Okay, how is he going to deal with this? There is a 5/5 on the board that he has to get through somehow. Only 4 cards in hand. Oh, one of them is prep, sure. Cold Blood. And trade? Okay. That's a good trade for the Thalnos there. And he draws another card, sure. Ooh, face tanking, 7 damage. And I don't care about that. I have Hex, and look, my Manatide Totem has survived. Wow. And this is how you win as the Shaman. Card advantage, in essence. That's how you win in a situation like this. Flame Tongue Totem. Wow, that's so good because it lets me kill the frog. and I can totem up, and I can play a 0. Yes, a 0 cost thing from below. This is over. I honestly don't see how the rogue is going to burst me down unless he puts down an auctioneer and starts drawing into the remainder of his deck. Really? 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 Yeah, it's over. And there we go. Beating, in essence, what I think is a miracle rogue. He just didn't get the auctioneer, he didn't get the card draw, and streaking through rank 8. Fantastic. Okay, so let's look at another deck now. Having got through to rank 8 with the Loyan Totem Shaman deck, we're looking at the JdDragon Zoolock deck here. And this is going to take us through to rank 7. In my opinion, Totem Shaman or mid-range Shaman, whatever you want to, whatever build you want to play, Shaman and Zoolock, in my opinion, are two of the strongest classes or deck types that you can play on the ladder at the moment. And you'll notice this JdDragon Zoolock, which I have featured on my YouTube channel before. Leroy Jenkins, power overwhelming combo is so strong. Defender of Argus to taunt things up. You've got Forbidden Ritual that synergizes with Knife Juggler, and perhaps the most interesting card, Darkshire Councilman, which is whose attack power gets buffed when minions are summoned. Okay, so let's have a look. Going up against a rogue, we are at rank 8, and this is for rank 7 now. Okay, so this game is for rank 7. I have a choice of 2 minions here, 2 1-drops, which are both really good in their own right. Flame Imp puts more pressure on the board, but I'm playing into Backstab, so I'm challenging him here to say, do you have Backstab or not? If you don't have Backstab, that Flame Imp is probably going face for 3 on the next turn, which is pretty good. The safer play was to play the Possessed Villager. Oh, he doesn't have it. Wonderful. And now we just build the board. And now we just build the board, and there's the Knife Juggler. Wow, 2 damage eviscerate. I'll take that. Because it now paves the way for the Darkshire Councilman. And look at what we can do next turn. We can buff that Councilman up significantly next turn by summoning 4 tentacles on the board. Oh, okay, well maybe the plan's about to change. Conceal? Really? Oh wow, okay. Oh. Do we just play Brann here then? And see if he can deal with Brann? Because I think Brann Possessed Villager is better. Just because of Brann's body being a 2/4. And we play around Fan of Knives, which I think is really important here. The tentacles are good, but they die to Fan of Knives. And wow, Shadow Strike. And he's going face. Okay, sure. Mistakes were made. Imp Gang Boss is really good here. I want to set myself up for a Gormok turn ASAP. And we're just going to ignore it and push damage here. We can be aggressive too. The reason we went face is because if we traded in Brann, he could just hero power Brann down. Now he has to invest the 3/3 into Brann and dagger up 2, and he's ignoring Brann Bronzebeard. Why would you do that? Especially with Defender of Argus. Wow, okay. Now what do we Defender here? Do I want to protect my Brann? I mean, Defender on Brann is really good because of Brann's 4 health. So do I want to do it like this? Or do I want to do it like this? Defender on the Imp Gang Boss. That's pretty good. Because now I get a direct trade into the 3/3 with my Possessed Villager and a happy trade with his Azure Drake and my Imp Gang. And I'm not going to tap. Okay, I'm not going to tap. I'm not going to play my Flame Imp. Why? Playing around AoE, so I don't want to overcommit to the board. Not tapping because I actually value my health here. If he does have a way of clearing the board somehow, then he could start looking at bursting me down. And yeah, Miracle Rogue, with all of the damage it can muster with Cold Blood and Leroy, you've got to be really careful. So I'm playing it ultra safe. Now, Gormok gets double the damage here, double the battle cry. Let's count this up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. Damn. I'm so close to lethal. But if I had 8 mana, I'd have lethal because I could play Gormok, DID, Dark Iron Dwarf. So I've got to clear the board because I just don't have lethal. So we're actually going to waste. Oh, it's so tempting though. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 damage. Can he come back from that? If I put him at 2... Oh, it's a rogue, right? It's a miracle rogue. He could do some miracles. So we've got to clear the board. And we'll play the Imp Gang boss, sure. Alright, put him at 11. Put him at 11. I think I calculated that correctly. He would have been at 2, right? He would have been at 2. Anyway, whatever. It's fine. We're still going to get DID value on something. So he's using spells here to clear the board. Spells that he would like to throw face, I reckon. Still don't have lethal. No, we do we? Wait. Oh, now we do. I think. Yep, easy lethal. Easy lethal. Brann Bronzebeard survives. And, yeah, he gives up. 10 to the face from an Imp Gang boss. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Streaking into rank 7 with JdDragon's Zoolock deck. Now, this Zoolock deck, by the way, is very similar to RDU's deck. Now, RDU has been using Zoolock to go for rank 1 legend. And you should check out RDU's stream. He's an excellent Zoolock player. Really refined the deck down. And RDU's deck is very similar to JdDragon's deck, except RDU runs 1 copy of Soulfire. Now, I'm not a fan of that card because of the discard effect, but if you time it correctly where you have an empty hand, it can be amazing and or give you lethal when your opponent doesn't expect it. But anyway, thanks very much for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do try out Loyan's Totem Shaman deck and this JdDragon Zoolock deck if you've got the cards. They're very efficient and very effective for climbing the ladder with. I'll see you all again very soon, everyone. Do look out for new videos upcoming soon on my YouTube channel.